Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
All the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback. He's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields throw complete there to Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Scott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Smith.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Fields on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
Dances by at the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bears! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Three yards remain for second down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
This one goes underneath to Walker, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw it down on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From the 44, Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Good push up front, and they run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert once more.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A shotgun snap. Fields.
His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks take back over.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 30 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who gets you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. "38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Again, he finds more. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 21-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. To throw is Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again is Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now Fields.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And he will find Scott on the right side, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Let's go, man.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness,
Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. From the gun on third down, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
It's showtime, baby. Game time. Come on, come on.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, Fields.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to stop.
On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They snap it to Fields.
And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Here's Fields.
Back to Moore, complete again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
This is Herbert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Fields. That's complete, right around the 8. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Eluding the pressure right. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down. Maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first. Tackled at the 2. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Off play action, Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there and dropping for a loss.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL we've been watching here, and when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there from Mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yep. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll go again with Herbert, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.